In 2025, a silent transformation is unfolding across the world, one that most people will never fully notice until it is too late. The global order is shifting beneath the surface, reshaped not only by visible conflicts, but by a deeper, more complex struggle happening in cyberspace, in contested waterways, and in the shadows of geopolitical maneuvering. Today's instability is not the result of one region or one crisis. It is a layered combination of cyber warfare, military competition, shifting alliances, and strategic choke points under pressure. What we are witnessing is the emergence of a new era of conflict, hybrid, technological, and increasingly unpredictable. Over the past few months, several major powers have escalated cyber operations at a scale not seen in years. What makes this surge unique is its subtlety. Attacks are no longer crude attempts to shut down systems, but are now designed to infiltrate, observe, and manipulate digital infrastructure. Governments are being probed, financial systems tested, and military networks quietly penetrated. Intelligence reports across Europe and North America point to a pattern. Multiple actors, from state-backed hacking groups to independent cyber cells, are targeting the same sector's energy grids, transport networks, and advanced communication systems. These are not random intrusions, they are strategic, laying the groundwork for future leverage in a global environment that is becoming increasingly digital. At the same time, tensions in the Red Sea and the wider Horn of Africa region have entered a new phase. What was initially viewed as a localized crisis involving rebel factions and regional power struggles has now turned into a major strategic theater. The Red Sea remains one of the world's most essential maritime corridors, and any disruption there affects global trade, fuel supplies, and military logistics. Over recent weeks, several naval forces increased their presence, including Western fleets, Gulf states, and even Asian powers seeking to protect their trade routes. This overcrowding of warships in a narrow sea lane has created a highly volatile scenario where a single miscalculation could trigger a wider confrontation. Additionally, the political shifts happening on the African continent are altering the strategic calculation for global powers. The Sahel continues to draw attention due to insurgency movements and the repositioning of foreign troops. Major players are redefining their missions, reducing their visibility, while expanding intelligence operations. The competition for influence, natural resources, and security partnerships is transforming the entire region into a chessboard of competing interests. The resulting instability is pushing migration routes northward, drawing Europe deeper into the crisis. Friction between European states over responsibility and policy is creating further fragmentation inside the EU itself. Meanwhile, in East Asia, military competition is accelerating with unprecedented intensity. Nations are rapidly modernizing their forces, expanding naval fleets, and deploying advanced missile systems. The region's strategic islands, narrow straits, and disputed airspaces have become hotspots for near-daily military encounters. Fighter jets are being intercepted at record numbers, naval vessels are shadowing each other at close range, and major powers are conducting simultaneous military exercises, each one signaling resolve and deterrence. The rise of advanced drone swarms, hypersonic missiles, and AI-assisted targeting systems has reshaped military planning in ways that traditional doctrines can no longer fully address. In the Middle East, another significant shift is unfolding. Countries once heavily dependent on foreign security providers are now developing their own military capabilities. They are investing in missile defense, cyber tools, and unmanned systems. Regional alliances are evolving, some strengthening, others quietly dissolving. This reconfiguration has reduced the predictability of regional politics. The balance of power is more fluid than at any point in the past decade, and local powers now play a much larger role in shaping outcomes, often independent of global players. Overlaying all of this is the rapid rise of artificial intelligence in military applications. AI systems are no longer experimental. They are being integrated into real-time battlefield decision-making, surveillance, and defense systems. Autonomous drones can now coordinate with each other, evaluate threats, and adapt to changing conditions without human input. Intelligence agencies warn that AI may soon enable smaller nations or even non-state actors to execute complex operations with precision once reserved for superpowers. The democratization of advanced technology has shifted the global balance, making the world more multipolar and more uncertain. As these global shifts unfold simultaneously, the world's major powers are pursuing different strategies. Europe is focusing on containment and defensive resilience, investing heavily in cyber defense and border security. The United States is rebalancing its resources across multiple theaters, trying to maintain presence without overstretching. China is consolidating its regional influence while expanding its cyber and maritime capabilities. Russia continues to operate in the gray zones, leveraging digital tools, proxies, and information warfare to shape outcomes. Each of these strategies reflects a different vision for the future global order. But the most significant challenge of 2025 is not a single military confrontation, it is the convergence of crises. A global cyber threat, an unstable Red Sea, East Asian military tensions, and Middle Eastern power shifts, each of these would be concerning on its own. Together, they form a mosaic of instability that stretches across continents. And unlike traditional conflicts, today's threats are deeply interconnected. A cyber attack on a power grid can disrupt military mobility. A naval clash in the Red Sea can trigger global economic shockwaves. A technological breakthrough in AI can reshape doctrine overnight. The boundaries between regional and global are disappearing. What makes this moment so critical is the speed at which change is happening. Political alliances are shifting more rapidly than institutions can adapt. Military technologies are evolving faster than regulations can be written. And information travels so quickly that misinformation can escalate crises in real time. Nations are struggling not only to manage conflicts, but to understand them. The result is a world where uncertainty is the dominant force, pushing governments and populations alike into a heightened state of vigilance. Yet within this chaos, there are emerging patterns. Nations that adapt quickly, invest in resilience, and build flexible alliances are gaining strategic advantage. Those stuck in old paradigms are falling behind. Geography, once the ultimate determinant of power, is being challenged by the digital sphere. Cyber capabilities now matter as much as aircraft carriers. AI tools matter as much as physical borders. The battlefield is everywhere visible and invisible. As we look ahead, the question is not whether the global order will change, but how quickly and how dramatically. The overlapping pressures of cyber competition, maritime tension, regional conflicts, and technological shifts will shape the next decade. The world is entering a period where power is distributed differently, where threats come from unexpected directions, and where the lines between war and peace, defense and offense, local and global, are increasingly blurred. This is the hidden conflict of 2025, not a single war, but a series of interconnected struggles, military, technological, political, and economic, that are quietly reshaping the world. And understanding these dynamics is no longer optional. It is essential for anyone trying to make sense of the future unfolding in front of us.